Hi, hello everyone. This is my something I received in the mail not long ago. As you can see here, it's Amazon Fire TV. And if you don't have any other streaming device, then you can check this one out. But I'll give you my impressions of it beforehand. Excuse me. You can see here on the front there are some pictures of some of the software included. On the back there are some words. I'm not going to read those to you. On the side here you see some included software, some software that you can download. Go ahead and get this off. And in the interest of time, I went ahead and yes, I cracked that open, and I removed all the annoying little plastic that would have taken me much longer to make this video if had I left it on. But here's your Amazon Fire TV. This is what it looks like. It is the full size one. There is the Fire TV stick that you can also get. So that's how big it is. There's a little instruction manual. It has more words and pictures. You can have fun with that. Do what you want to with it. Anyway. Here is the Fire TV remote. This button right here is the voice command. You hold it down, you say what you got to say, and it will search throughout the Fire TV and try to locate programs and things of that nature. See this box right here. It has the your power source. Plug that in the wall, plug it in the back of your Fire TV, and it's hot, ready to go. So. And then they have these nifty little bitty, or these AAA Amazon, official Amazon batteries, which are nice. They came with them. And just for comparison's sake, I'd like to show you how big the Apple TV is compared to Fire TV. You can see it's just ever so slightly taller. I mean, just barely. I mean, it's not that noticeable, but the footprint is actually smaller than the Amazon Fire TV. It's not a big deal. It's not an issue, really. Look on the back here. You have your where you plug in your power. Right here, you have your HDMI output, your optical, Ethernet, and then there's the USB port right there. I'm not sure what you plug into that yet. Some of the same things: power supply, HDMI, excuse me, optical, and then lastly is Ethernet. So that's the back of both of them. So what they both look like. That's pretty easy to see there. So I'll set this here so you can get an idea of just looking at. Oh, before I forget, I also like to compare the remotes, the Fire TV and the Amazon, or the Apple TV and the Amazon Fire remotes together. They're very similar, almost the same length. The difference is the Amazon Fire works off of radio frequency, whereas Apple TV is infrared. So that is one advantage that I would give to the Amazon Fire TV. The infrared or the radio frequency can be anywhere, and it'll, And as you saw, I was the batteries are easier or just as easy. It's no big deal, batteries. So let's go. Let's fire it up. No pun intended. And go take a look at the layout of it, I guess you could call it. Pops up all these nice little windows. You can see everything that you at the top there. Next to recent, it's the things that you've looked at the most recently, or what you used most recently. The home just gives you like a basic overview of every single thing that you have going on. Then you got your Prime videos, your movies, then your TV shows, or if you watch your watch list. This is what you've watched recently. I don't have anything in my video library. Don't really know what free time is. I haven't tinkered with it at all, really, so we'll figure that out later. Your games, yes, you can play games. There's your app store, or whatever they call it. I don't have any music or photos with Amazon, so nothing is there. Here's your settings. Your basic list of things. Your basic list of settings. One thing that I was really confused with is I didn't know how to shut the system down whenever I wasn't using it. You go into under settings, you go into system, and you just highlight sleep and click it, and your system shuts down. Pretty basic, pretty simple. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, you've got a nice view. You can see everything here. You hit the home button, boom, you're back right there where you go, or right there where you are. And it's a nice layout. I mean, some of the games I haven't. I don't think I've played any of them yet that I can recall. You can buy an actual controller with analog sticks, buttons, and everything of that nature. And you can play. I mean, a lot of these games you can play with just the remote that comes with the Fire TV itself. I have one of them that I try. It's not really all that great. It'd be better played with the remote or with the controller that you can purchase. I think I want to say the controller may be $39. You know, you can check Amazon. I'm not really sure about that. Here's a screenshot of a game that you can download. One of the apps they call them. Or a game that you can download for your Mario Kartish, if you will. Um, yeah, I mean it's real nice. Layout's decent. I mean I think it's a pretty decent layout. Lets you see what you're looking at, if that makes sense. And you've got plenty of Prime movies. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you've got plenty of things to choose from there. Um, you can see all the apps, everything. And these are all apps that I've installed. That's just what I've recently looked at. And the little get started video is pretty funny to watch. And this I want to show everyone the what's probably going to be the most used application on your Fire TV, which is Netflix, and let you get and get an idea of how it looks and what the layout is and everything else. I'm also gonna do a comparison with Apple TV because, as you may or may not know, I'm an Apple guy, so I'm going to select our account. See how long it takes. Excuse me, I got something in my throat here. So it takes just a little bit, but whenever you highlight a film, you see there it gives you a nice little picture. It gives you a couple screenshots from the film itself. Gives you the story, or a little premise, small premise. I think Netflix has done really well here on the Amazon Fire TV. I like the layout of it. I like the fact that you get screenshots that show what you're about to watch. And again, and like I said, give the premise, give you a little bit of the little director's chair there. It talks about the director or something. Sometimes it may talk about a specific actor. I think it's very well done. It's probably my favorite. It's probably the favorite way of showing Netflix, if that makes sense what I'm saying. Yeah, that's pretty much that covers the Amazon Fire TV. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna show an updated. See, I'm gonna go ahead and sleep, make the system sleep right there. But I'm gonna show an updated Apple TV. Here we go. What Netflix has, or what the difference between. You can see here. You got all your movies at the top. Whether you purchase them on iTunes or whatever. And everything is just right here. You can just scroll down. It's everything, and you don't really have an option of what you put on or what gets downloaded to your Apple TV. It's not a big deal because it doesn't really take up memory. They just push things to you. You can go into your settings menu and you can just turn on or off what you want to have displayed on this main home screen here. Say if you don't want anything but I don't know, Disney and Yahoo, or Disney, YouTube, and Yahoo. You can have everything else removed and have those three apps on your Apple TV display only. But let's go ahead and jump into, well, we're going to look at the movies first. Just like Amazon Fire, you can go in here, you can look at purchase movies. If you saw my other Apple TV video, that was, it was poorly recorded, but you get the gist of the whole thing. You can scroll through your movies. If you've ever used iTunes before, you understand how this works. Let's see, what is this? That up. Let's see, here's Furry. I'm kidding. You see there. Watch the trailer. Gives you the backstory or the premise of the movie. I'm sure you've used interview. You've used iTunes before. Like I said, this is pretty simple to figure out. It's not rocket science. Apple is they're very good about making things user friendly. Maybe that's the reason I enjoy them so much. That and added security. I don't know. Call me a fanboy. Guilty as charged. And here's all the movies that I purchased via iTunes. Um, you have them saved in there. But here's the big thing that the most used app, like I said, will probably be Netflix. So we'll jump into that, and we'll look at the differences in the layouts. You see here they scroll to the side as opposed to just being there stationary as on Amazon Fire. Access Netflix again. And then they have, as you see, your suggestions. I did say that I do like the layout of Netflix on the Amazon Fire TV a little bit better, just because when you highlight something, you've got screenshots from the film itself or from the, entertainment there itself with a little premise. This does the same, but you actually have to, click on it, which, yeah, it's one extra click. It's no big deal. It's not like you're running a marathon. But you find something you like, scanning through all your stuff, and then it pops up with the premise. But you don't really get any of the screenshots from the film. You see where I'm going with that. But all in all, I mean, they're pretty similar. You can still look at the cast, and it tells you what other films they've been in. If you like a particular actor, you can watch a film they were in. But yeah, that's probably the most it's the best comparison I have. Me personally, I still like the Apple ecosystem. So everything I have on Apple TV is also on my iPhone or my iMacs or iPads or any of my iDevices. Any other Apple products I have, that everything crosses over, which you can also do that with Amazon Fire TV. Don't get me wrong. So that's just a look at the comparison of the two systems. Hey, get them both, try them both. I did. Thank you for watching my videos. Keep your front towards the enemy.